Hey, what's going on, world? It's your boy Bryson Boom Paul here. And we got the one and only man, the lightweight sensation, man. If y'all don't know, he just had a huge knockout literally on the first day of the year. On on New Year's Day, he had a huge knockout, man, that sent shockwaves throughout the lightweight division, man. We got the one and only, the undefeated Frank Martin in the building, man. What's going on with you, Frank?
Yo, what's going on? How you doing?
I'm good, man. The ghost at that, man. You know, you got this upcoming fight July 8th in San Antonio, man, against Ricardo Nunez. Now, I want to ask you first, with a huge coming off of a huge knockout, man, is there pros and cons going into this fight?
I mean, I honestly, I ain't never looked at it like that. You know what I mean? With that knockout, I definitely got to come out with a man, make a statement. Just because I ain't fought since January, but I want to come out and make a statement every fight. I want to look better every fight. I want to show a little something different every fight. So I want people to be like, damn, man, this boy, he fought this style, this fight, he fought that style, this fight, like just keep hitting them with unexpected performances.
No doubt, no doubt. Now, you know, man, you got the nickname the ghost, man. So second thing I want to ask you, man, is Frank Martin the scariest in the lightweight division right now?
I don't know. I don't know what you think.
Yeah. Look, man, you are literally in probably or most arguably the best division in boxing in today's boxing. But is Frank Martin the scariest in the division right now, man? I gotta honestly say yes, because it's too many great things about you, man. The combinations, obviously the highlight reel knockouts, because that's not the first one. If they go back and look at your other fights or your previous fights, man, you got 9 great knockouts that are literally highlight reels. But getting back into this fight that you got coming up, man, I know you had a delay with your previous matchup, or not matchup but lineup. But how's it feel being able to have that extra time and get ready for this fight in San Antonio?
That extra time, it did me some good. I just got sharper. With that extra time, it did more good than anything. So it just gave me extra time to sharpen up and really understand the game plan and when we go in there, what we gonna work on and do.
No doubt. Now, a lot of people talking about how you just coming off of a huge knockout, man? Does the fame ever get to you? Does it be like, man, it's what you wanted, but at the same time, it's like it could be taken away just like that.
Yeah, nah, it keep me hungry. You know what I mean? It's like I don't get too high, I don't get too low. Like right now, I'm just, it's still light right now. It still ain't. It's light. So it's just all motivation. Right now I'm in a stage where like I ain't comfortable. I'm not gonna get comfortable. I'm trying to eat. So that's where I'm at with it, man. Like I'm just working and being with EJ and training with Derek. It's always just positive. Everybody always working. So having that type of team, just keep my mindset, keep my mind like straight, and I'm focused.
No doubt. Now, you got this training camp that you haven't been training alone, man. You got the one and only, the unified champ right now, Errol Spence, also training with you, man. What's that like this time around, not training alone and having somebody like Earl in your corner, like, just being going on the journey with you?
I'm sharp. I'm in there. He telling me certain sparring sessions. I might go in and not, be all the way on my like focus. Sometimes I might be in there sparring and just be, chilling or not jabbing enough or chilling too much on the ropes or whatever. He gonna make sure like, hey man, you gotta stay on point. Don't get comfortable or none of that. Like when you in here, no matter how easy the work is or none of that. Just make sure you're on point. So he been making sure I'm on point.
No doubt. Now, even though you coming off a huge knockout, man, do you still look back at that fight and realize some of the things you could have done better or things you've done wrong?
Man, I go back and look at a lot of fights and but let's talk specifically about that fight. Yeah, I go back and I could have moved less. I moved a little too much. I could have, I wouldn't say I could have threw more combinations, but I could have just, you know, settled down a little bit more than what I did. I settled down later. If I would have just started off, you know, more poised and more chill. But that dude, just his style, you know, is one of them. He a strong, wild fighter. So it was just more like, all right, I can't get caught with none of these wild shots. So, you know, a lot of my movement was too much movement, you know, instead of being like, just a smaller step off, boom, like how I got the knockout. Went to the corner, Derek like, hey, slow down. He like, you moving too much. Soon as I settled down, the knockout came. Literally, the knockout came. Soon as he told me that, went back in the next round, and I was chill. I seen it. I got up out the way, hit him with that shot that I hit him with. We had been working that shot because we knew that was going to be the shot that I probably would catch him with.
No doubt. Now working with Derek, man, it's like, I mean, having one of the best in the world in your corner, obviously. So I want to ask you, what are some things that you guys have talked about that you guys want to accomplish, even just in the division by itself going into this fight?
I mean, man, we honestly trying to get the bigger fights. We be talking about, you know, we be talking about like getting those bigger fights, but we understand that right now, like just being realistic in all the conversation, like it's gonna happen. But right now, we got to get to that mandatory spot where, you know, I'm a mandatory, because ain't nobody, if I'm not a mandatory, they ain't finna fight me. So that's like the main thing, getting to that mandatory spot, and then, you know, fighting for a title, getting one of those bigger names and getting that title.
Do the rankings frustrate you at all right now? Because you undefeated and you got the ranking system right now, you know, it's pretty much a popularity contest.
That's what it is. I can't do nothing about it but keep knocking these boys out. That's it. That's all I can do. And if I don't knock them out, I just got to beat them down.
Facts. But one thing I want to ask you is, you know, you got a lot of highlights. You got a lot of impressive moves. Do you feel like that would hinder you when it comes to approaching the bigger names in the division? Do you feel like they'll be like, nah, he too good, or nah, I'm trying to dodge you, you know, trying.
Yeah. I feel like I'm gonna get dodged, you know, but that's why I say, like, if I call anybody out, like, I can call them out right now, but I ain't gonna get it, you know. I don't believe I will, but all I could do is just do it. I do it, we'll see. But the only thing they gonna be hollering is what we gonna get out of it. You know, low risk, no. Yeah, low risk or high risk, low reward.
Right.
You know, that's what they gonna hit me with right now.
Other than training or sparring with EJ or whatnot, man, how's sparring been like for you?
It's been good. I've been getting good work. Like the pros I've been sparring, those guys been majority of the pros I've been sparring been undefeated, 15-0, 12-0, 10-0. You know, I've been getting a lot of good work. And like the amateurs, if I do spar with some of the amateurs, those guys either ranked #1 in the country or #2. So it's been good work. I've been getting real good work this camp.
Okay, and then even in this camp, man, I want to ask you, how's your mental health been during this camp?
I'm on point. You know, as fighters, you know, we go through a lot in camps. Sometimes we have good camps, we have bad camps. This camp, it panned out to be a good camp. You know, mentally, I'm where I need to be. I'm ready.
No doubt. And then how have you evolved and learned more about the business of boxing since you've gotten to this point?
Man, I'm still learning. You know, it's a that right there, an ongoing learning. That's an ongoing learning thing. But I'm with my team. They keep me on point. You know, they keep me on point.
And then the entertainment aspect of boxing, man, that's something that's more, or not more important, but that's something that has a big impact as far as, you know, just the skills. It's not just the skills alone. It's like what you can bring as far as social media and, you know, what you can draw as far as the gate and whatnot. Does any of that come into play when you determining what you're gonna do next or when picking fights?
It hasn't, but you know, as of lately, I've been making sure I put a lot of content out. You know, and with me putting all that content out, my following is going up. You know, it's going up, and you know, after this fight, it'll go up, and I just gotta keep putting that content out. You know, and hopefully, you know, get a fight that I can take closer to the Midwest, and then let them see how I do on them ticket sales. Cause I be booming. Now I boom out on some tickets. So we get something back in the Midwest, and you know, they'll see, okay, he can do something.
Facts, man. Like I said, you're in one of the most exciting divisions in boxing right now. But I want to ask you: is there anyone in the division that you are excited to eventually, inevitably face one time? Is there anybody in particular? Or are you just like, look, I'm trying to go knock them down one at a time?
It's I just got asked that too. It ain't really, honestly, ain't nobody specific. You know, it ain't nobody like, I've been asked like what fight gonna get you feel to get you to the, you know, top, and people knowing like who Frank Martin is. Any of those guys in the top 5 will, you know, so any of them, you know, it's none of them specifically, you know. It's none of them specifically.
No doubt, man. And then how about a belt? Is there any particular belt you want in that division right now? If you can only get one.
I mean, you know, we got the WBA, the WBC. I say either the WBC, WBA.
No doubt. Has unification talks ever crossed your path?
I mean, with you know, with EJ and them, with EJ and Jamel and all that, that's something that I gotta, you know, I'm thinking of now. Like, damn, they getting this done. So it's something that it can happen for sure. You know, that can happen, but honestly, we just been trying to get in a position to be like get to a title eliminator type of, become a title eliminator or whatever, and get that opportunity, and then let everything else that come just kind of, you know, go from there.
For sure. Now, man, we got to talk about Nunes, man. What are some things that you've noticed about him that, you have to either, adjust or, make sure you're careful of or whatnot going against this guy?
He's strong. You know, he got a good right hand. He got a good hook. Good body shot that he throws. It's like a uppercut type body shot that he be throwing. He just he bouncy. You know, he fidgety. So just got to look out for those like those timing shots. You know, him trying to, you know, hit me with a shot off of his movement. You know, off of that timing. So just make sure I just got to make sure I keep his rhythm off. Can't let him get into no groove or nothing like that.
For sure. And then lastly, man, look, it's a boxing legends, man. They have homes. So, Floyd had the MGM, Earl got AT&T right now, Canelo got T-Mobile Stadium. Man, Frank Martin, man, whose house is Frank Martin's house?
Man, I gotta figure that out.
Now, Detroit, Indiana, Texas, man, you got all these places to choose from, man. You can make any house your home, man. Is there anyone in particular, any stadium or any arena that you want to make, that you have pictured as Frank Martin's house?
I ain't really set on it, you know. Like I want to take something back to the Midwest, you know, because it's real, you know. He got Dallas on lock, and then, you know, I kind of want to Jamal and them, they got Texas on lock. So I think I want to do something more in the Midwest, you know, take something back to the Midwest, because it's the Midwest slept on. So, you know, I could be that guy that takes something back and bring some hope.
For sure, man. Well, we definitely look forward to seeing you do that on July 8th in San Antonio at the Alamodome. Who knows? The Alamodome might be might be the house that Frank Martin built, man.
Hey, every fight I'm gonna find out who got more love for me. You know, I'm gaining those fans from everywhere.
For sure, man. Now we definitely hope for an impressive knockout from you once again, man. These 9 can rack up to 10 to 12. You can eventually almost match your undefeated record. So, man, like I said, we got Frank Martin, the Ghost, man, in the building. He's gonna be fighting July 8th at San Antonio's Alamodome, man, against Ricardo Nunes. Make sure you guys go check that out. It's another PBC great fight, another PBC must see, obviously. So, Frank, man, I want to thank you just for taking the time out. Just, hey, good luck to you with the rest of training, and we look forward to seeing you have an impressive fight against Ricardo Nunes, man. Hey. Bryson Boone Paul, Frank Martin, the Ghost, man, we out of here. Peace.
All right, now, appreciate you, man.
No doubt.